Grand Rising wonderful souls, and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to this channel, welcome in, it's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for all of the support to this channel, and thank you for the support for the GoFundMe that I have going on. If you look down below, you will be able to see all the details on what that GoFundMe is. I'm going to keep it really short because usually I waffle on for a couple of minutes. The GoFundMe has been going on since 2024, and it is in support of a very small animal charity that is independent. It gets no support from their government in the east coast of Sri Lanka, and it actually looks specifically at rehoming, so really helping any animals that have been knocked over by tuk-tuks, rehoming and feeding and deworming and just loving on street dogs and street cats. And there are so many of them, and also in neutering, because that's one of the things that actually helps to bring down the population, as they are the only charity doing that, in the east coast of Sri Lanka. They are inundated every day. So if you have donated, thank you so much. If you have grabbed that link already and shared it with loads of people, thank you so much. If you haven't and you can spare the change that it would be to get a coffee, that would make all the difference. If you can't spare that and you need a cup of coffee, please just grab that link and send it to as many people as possible, because the more awareness that goes out, the more love that comes back. And I'm just going to I'm going to be doing this regularly on my videos, just reminding you about this charity, because without awareness, they will really go under. But yes, let's get straight into this reading. Now, I wanted to let everyone know my readings are for entertainment purposes only. They are a guidance also to help you with your own discernment. So if it doesn't resonate, don't claim it. If it doesn't claim you, then you don't have to claim it, okay? The messages that came through was, you don't look like what you've been through, and to normalize being vulnerable, understanding that some will support you in it and others will act threatened by it and project their own wounds onto you. Okay, we have a lot of energy coming through the wounded warrior or the wounded healer, and it's going to be lonely on the way to the top, is what I'm hearing here. So, and the song that I was like humming in my head as I set up for this reading was Billie Eilish, What I Was Made For, especially the bit where she says, I used to float, now I just fall down, cause I don't know how to feel, but I want to try. I feel like this is looking at someone's vulnerability, and I was going to say the lack thereof, but it's not. This is someone normalizing being vulnerable, because it's not. It's something that we still place a bit of a stigmatism on, especially on men. I'm not going to just say just for women, but on men as well. There is a stigma of being vulnerable because it's seen as a weakness, when really it is the biggest strength ever, because it really shows emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. Okay, and I want to kind of touch on that and see what wants to come through. So let's see. What do we want to know about when it comes to vulnerability? Vulnerability, normalizing vulnerability. I think people make assumptions of what pain is supposed to look like on someone. It's almost like your face has to be weather beaten, or you know, the lines have to be etched in your face of pain. And I think it's because this is just my opinion, when you watch movies and things like that, that's how it's portrayed. That if you've been through like lots of tragedy in your life, you can't be hopeful, you can't be optimistic, you can't still have a youthful kind of like skip to your step. And someone here does. Someone here definitely does not look like the things that they've been through. And not only that, I feel like with the energy of the wounded warrior or the wounded healer coming out, you are a beacon to other people. And we have the Six of Swords coming through. You are somebody that seems to help others. I'm going to put out the Six of Swords. I've been told not to. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, and we also have the Three of Cups. I feel like this is the energy of, because you have given to others, others are now going to give to you. Something's going to be gifted to you that will get you out of some sort of kerfuffle. I don't know how else to explain it. We've got the King of Swords coming out to the Six of Swords. Okay, so this could be some sort of legal issues. For someone, this could be legal issues. Know that I am not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney. I cannot give you legal advice, and you shouldn't take legal advice just from a tarot reading. We also have the Six of Swords. So this is moving, but there is definitely something coming in to move you away from some sort of legal issue here. And it's because you have been normalizing being vulnerable. And I think that there is the fear of, if I open up, I'm going to get dismissed or laughed at, or I'm not going to be accepted at my rawest, at my most, you know, if I show my soft underbelly. And I don't know who it is, but someone has come to an understanding that it's okay if some people reject that, because if they do, they're fighting their own demons, and it has nothing to do with you and all to do with them, and not even in a nasty way, just that's their healing journey. And I don't know, it clicked for someone. That clicked for someone because I can remember being younger and not wanting to open up and wanting to stay very, very private. And I'm still a very private person, but I'm not private when it comes to my emotions. I am open and I celebrate them all. And that's something that took a very long time for me to do, especially when it comes to the more volatile ones, when it comes to anger, sadness, grief. These are things that we are really pushed to keep quiet and only show the positive ones. But every emotion is valid. Every emotion is valid. And I think someone here knows this. Why is it so lonely on the way to the top though? And we have the Three of Rods, or the Three of Wands coming out in reverse. So this is a lack of expansion. This is like hiding, not hiding oneself, but it's a lack of evolution, a lack of evolvement. I don't even know if that's an actual word. We also have the Ten of Rods here. This is like holding onto a burden that is way too heavy, and holding onto it for no reason other than to burden yourself, because the Ten of Rods is my favourite card. It always has been. It talks about the end of struggle. Usually in the deck you will see some, you know, some sort of goal or wherever this person is going off in the distance, so you know that they're going to carry that weight, and it's going to be heavy and it's going to be uncomfortable, but there's going to be a point where they can rest, they can put it down, because they've got through whatever that is. And I heard a dark night of the soul. You always come out the other end, no matter how long it is. The Ten of Wands in reverse, it's not seeing an end in sight, but I feel, for some reason, I'm feeling like in this reading specifically, for someone here, it is the energy of purposely not wanting to see the end, because someone has made struggle their identity. And I'm not saying that you have, especially if that doesn't resonate with you, but someone here has made it their identity. You have a Queen of Swords in reverse. It could be this Queen of Swords. I've been told to put this one down. Queen of Swords in reverse, let me give you a good look at her. The Queen of Swords is someone who is usually very intuitive, somebody who has the voice of authority. They're also very organized, very articulate, very analytical. This is all air energy. So we are looking at Gemini, Libra, and I'm going to say Aquarius. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I always get it mixed up between Pisces and Aquarius. It being in reverse, this is someone that doubts themselves, or doubts the words of others, doubts the advice of others. They do not use their intuition. And there is energy of gaslighting or manipulation, using their words in a way to hinder rather than help. Why is this coming out? And that song has just got louder in my head. What have we got here? Ten of Cups is coming out to strength. I've been told to put them back and do it again. Tell me about the King of Swords. There's a lot of sword energy out here. Sword and rods. Oh, hello. Okay. So we are starting the chair yoga already. And we have here the Three of Cups coming out again. So I'm going to put this down next to the King of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles here as well. The Ace of Pentacles talks about investments. And I'm placing this on the Six of Swords. There is going to be some sort of, there's some sort of goal that you're being asked to look at now that's going to help you in the long run. Because I'm just looking at, when I'm looking at the Six of Swords, the way that that boat is angled, whoever it is that is pushing it along is looking at a goal. Just like we were talking about with the 10 of Wands, they're looking at some sort of goal that's really far off. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles, you are being told to really focus on something here. Maybe you're being distracted. And that King of Swords in reverse to the Three of Cups. I want clarity on that, please. Five of Swords. Lots of swords coming out here. Accusations. I keep hearing accusations, accusations. Knight of Rods. Something's coming in very, very hot and heavy. I don't know if someone's about to get served. This is what it feels like. Someone's about to be served. Or they're going to be summoned to... It seems to be coming up a lot in my reading. Someone's going to be summoned to come into court. I don't know exactly what or why, but the Five of Swords coming out as a clarifier for the King of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups. Somebody here is celebrating something. I don't know if they're celebrating it too soon, or something that you're going to end up having a celebration for is going to be questioned in some way. The Five of Swords is it's very accusatory, it's very argumentative, it's very confrontational, but it's all to do with air, all to do with the mental body. We do have someone here holding three swords, but the way that they're holding it is very telling in what type of energy that they're holding. So three swords together is loss, grief, it's sadness, it's, you know, the Three of Swords with a heart with three of those swords stabbing into it. But the way that this person is holding it and looking down at one is that they want some sort of clarity, or they're expecting some sort of clarity to come in, because the Two of Swords on its own, again, is doubt, it's confusion, it's not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel because you haven't got all of the information. And we were talking about that with the Queen of Swords being in reverse here, someone doubting themselves. We also have here them just holding one. It's like they're holding some sort of truth. So whatever this accusation is, they're coming in with information. So can I get some clarity then on, what card is that? Just so I remember. The Three of Wands in reverse. Because someone here, it's like someone's they're trying to pee on your parade. They're trying to rain on your parade or pee on your parade. Tell me about the Three of Swords, Three of Wands in reverse, please. Thank you. We have the Emperor in reverse. We have death, and we also have the Knight of Cups. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who is very volatile, somebody who may not really balance their emotions very well, or they may be, they may have like angry outbursts, mood swings. Mood swings is more or less it. Someone who has mood swings. This is somebody who does not know how to, they don't know how to balance their masculine. And it's not that they're not able to, they just may not have the skill set yet to do so. Because the Emperor is somebody who has, they've seen that goal. They've seen that goal out in the distance and gone, right, I'm going to obtain emotional maturity, King of Cups. I'm going to obtain financial security, King of Pentacles. I'm going to obtain motivation. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And I'm going to physically get myself well and fit, and King of Wands. And then what was the other one? King of Swords. The King of Swords is about having a good moral compass and speaking with authority. We have both a king and a queen. I've only just flipping realised this, that we have a king and a queen down on this I was going to say this road, on this table. The king is looking over to the queen. The queen is looking dead straight in my eyes. They're looking straight at you. Okay. So what is going on here with this king and queen? Because they are not on the same page. They are not on the same page. They are so far away from each other. And in between them, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Six of Swords. This is like one trying to get away from the other. Or one trying to get away from trouble while the other one's trying to make trouble. Look. Knight of Swords. What on earth is going on here? We also have the Five of Rods. More rods coming out. So this Knight of Swords, there is something rushing in. And I do feel like there is someone's going to be... Why do I get the word subpoena? Someone's going to be subpoenaed. Because the Knight of Swords for me is the energy of people sparring in debate, or it's an argument, but it's not an angry argument. It's like two attorneys in court. One is, one is defending and the other one is against. And it's them taking turns to kind of peck at the information, and that's what I'm getting here. I am getting with the ten of wands in reverse, excuse me, that this is arduous. This is something that is not, it's not cut and dry. It's not clear cut, especially this 5 of swords coming out. Someone is coming forward to bring clarity, and I'm doing this because if they were just bringing clarity, we'd just have the Ace of Swords out, and we don't. We have the 5 of Swords. This person is bringing clarity because they're actually bringing drama, or they're bringing in an accusation, and they're wanting people to see that as the truth, and only that as the truth. We do have the 5 of Rods coming out here. The 5 of Rods in reverse is almost like, well, I don't want any trouble, and I want to work with you. And I don't know if they want to work with you, as in let's sort something out, or if they're working with the police, if they're working with the court system. It's giving that energy of, can you come in and speak to us? And someone going, okay, I'm going to do that because it's going to look really good. Like, I'm working with them. I've come in, I've given up this information. Because again, the 5 of Rods isn't really the energy that you want coming out as teamwork, because this is the lack of teamwork. You want the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is very kind of conducive of everyone working together, everyone respecting each other's space and respecting each other's talents and kind of encouraging each other and working together. This way is kind of like, okay, I'll kind of work with you, but I'm doing it to save my own bacon. I'm doing it because I don't want confrontation. I don't want to get in trouble, okay? We do have the Sun in reverse here. So there is something that's being hidden. I think that whoever this person is that may be helping the police or helping the courts or whatever, they're hiding. They're hiding this energy. They're hiding how they feel towards you or towards... I heard a noble cause. A noble cause may be something that you are working towards, a passion's lead of something here. Because I'm looking at that 3 of Cups again. That 3 of Cups, people are celebrating way too early on what? You have the Knight of Cups coming out. I've been told to put it back. Okay, I want to get another deck. Okay, where would you like me to go? It's that one, isn't it? Sorry, eyeing me up. So let's see. Tell me more about this 5 of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. Because we have the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Swords to the Magician. This is blocking something here. They're trying to block you from being able to move away from some sort of stress, accusations, things that are coming in. So we have here Justice, and we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the Page of Wands coming out. Somebody's getting like a dopamine hit from doing this. They find it really exciting because they feel like they've trapped someone. They feel like they are ambushing you or ambushing someone here. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse, release, letting go of control. Do you know what I'm getting just from that on its own? Is that whatever comes forward is that we do not know fear. She does not live here and she's not welcome. We walk with intuition, we walk with faith, and we walk with hope. We know that we are on our highest timeline. So anything that is coming forward, even if it is in the form of like dramatic court cases, know that everything is divinely orchestrated and that there is a reason why you're going through this. It may be a bit of a messy ride, but it's necessary. So this 4 of Pentacles coming out in reverse, especially next to the Ace of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords, is just release any need to control. Release any need to control. This is how you get through. This is how you get from one side to the other side of whatever this complete storm is, and you do so untouched. With that 6 of Swords moving on to calmer pastures, that happens by not investing in this energy. And if someone is bringing accusations, prove it. Prove it. Bring the proof, bring the receipts, bring the actual proof. Show everything here that you have. and make sure that it's real, because if it isn't, who do you think is going to get in trouble? That's all you need to do. And again, I'm not an attorney. If you feel that this is resonating for you and you know you are concerned, or this is giving you confirmation and clarity, go and speak to an attorney please, before taking any advice from me. I do not take responsibility for you, only for myself. Now we have the Justice card coming out in reverse. Something feeling unjust. This Emperor feels like something is unjust or unfair. This person could be a Libra as well. Now the Emperor with the Three of Wands in reverse. To this Justice, there is something here that they feel is unfair that has been stopped dead in its tracks. And I feel shaky. Like, as I'm doing this reading, I kind of feel really focused, really intense, but also really not stressed. This person may be feeling a bit stressed. I don't know. The Page of Wands coming out is about adventure. It's exploration. You do have a lawyer here, or someone who wants to speak up either on your younger years. They're trying to drag someone's name through the mud, you know. There's definitely, what's this accusation? Because I've put down the Page of Wands next to the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Tell me about this Page of Wands, please. Five of Pentacles has come out. I've been told to put it back. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please. What do we need to know about this person? Thank you. Way too many, so I'm going to take that one. Queen of Wands. Ten of Wands is coming out again. Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles. You also have the Devil coming out. It seems like there is the energy of someone accusing either you or someone you're very close to of something negative when it comes to dealings, dodgy dealings, when it comes to working, I heard underhandedly, working without letting the taxman know, working and not stating that you're working, because the King of Pentacles is all to do with business. You know, this is a business person. This is someone who's very astute in income. They know how the gift of the gab when wanting to get a deal. In reverse, this is like incompetence. Somebody who is inept in knowing how to work a business or doing something dodgy. I don't know, I keep getting something dodgy, doing something dodgy. Ten of Wands is coming out as well. Okay. It's almost like doing something and knowing that it's going to harm other people is what I'm getting here. The Devil coming out in reverse. This is something that they're stating that you used to do, but you don't do now. Because the Devil is all to do with the things that hold us back, the things that aren't for our benefit. Whether that is smoking or drinking, taking substances, having a really critical little voice that tells you that you're not good enough, arguing, becoming reactive. All of these things are Devil energy. Okay, they hold us back. They hold us back from our full potential. Now in reverse, this is something that's been healed. This is an addiction in some way that has been healed, that's been removed. You also had the Queen of Wands that came out. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is alluring. There's somebody who is proactive. It's a very fiery energy. It's also a very sensual energy. I don't know if somebody's been going through like a Kundalini arising, and part of this was to do with shedding something here. This person may be stating that in the past, you quite happily, like, why am I getting like took advantage of the vulnerable or done something here for money and then didn't tell people about the money. And they think it's very unfair that you are where you are. Because I'm going back to the you don't look like what you've been through, and normalize being vulnerable. Maybe that's something that you do now, but in the past you didn't, and you were reactive, and no one's judging you, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and part of that means feeling the full range of emotions and being able to, you know, heal our shadow. You only get to heal your shadow by slowly going through your shadow. I don't know, there's something here that I heard blowing out of proportion. They're blowing something out of proportion on purpose. Now let me put these cards down as I see them. So I'm going to put down this one. I'm going to put down the Ten of Rods, or the Ten of Wands in reverse next to the Five of Rods. So this is almost like there's more than one message coming in. Someone here is expecting you not to fight back. or for you to kind of like work with them begrudgingly, but it's going to place a lot of burdens on your back. They don't think that you're intuitive enough to know the difference between someone trying to set you up and somebody actually needing help, something along those lines. Something else that's coming through is that whoever it is that has gone to the police or the courts or feels like they're being dragged in and they're having to work as a team, even though they don't really want to, they don't realize how much of a long drawn out ride this is going to be. Because when you don't know the truth, what is that saying I heard before? You don't have to remember the truth, because you already know what happens. You have to remember your lies, and you have to remember in what order you place them, because other people are listening to them as if they are truth. And I feel like someone here has come forward and is stating certain things that didn't actually happen. And this is where this becomes the rod for their own back. This becomes the rod for their own back. So even if someone is subpoenaed, what does subpoena mean? And I know that sounds a little bit ignorant, but I'm a student. I'm learning just as you are. And I've never been subpoenaed, so I don't know what that means. But whoever it is that's being called into court, the other person who's accusing, there's a lot here that they're trying to keep hidden, and it's not going to work. If anything, it's going to highlight something else. They are definitely arguing here. They're arguing something to do with business, your money, something you may have been given. I'm going to put the devil down next. Yeah. There is something to be learned in this, without a doubt. There's something to be healed as well. I feel like this is going to be a major cycle for someone here that will end. You have the Queen of Wands also. I'm placing the Queen of Wands down on the Justice card. Okay, so this Emperor is feeling like, this person may feel like you led them on, or they feel like it's unfair that you have cut something off with them, or you're not giving them a second chance. Why? Why do they feel like they have a chance with you? So it seems like I just went to shuffle them all the wrong way. It seems like this person, there could be someone here who is an ex, or there is someone from your past that may be working with whoever it is that wants to call you into court. And they feel like it's very unfair that you aren't giving them a second chance, or that you aren't open to something here. But it's giving me the lack of maturity, a lack of emotional intelligence, and a lack of emotional maturity. Tell me about the Page of Wands here. Because really, also, I'm getting mothering vibes. It's like becoming a parent when you're in a relationship. The Queen of Wands to the Page of Wands. As much as that person may have been coming out as an Emperor in reverse, they're coming out as a Page also. They want the adventure, they want the fun times, but they do not want the reality of a whole, complete human being that comes with flaws and traumas, as well as wonders and talents. And I don't know if that was someone's relationship here, of this person wanting the idea of you but not actually wanting the full complete package, which also means it comes with sadness and trauma, because we all have it. We also have there's a lot of wands coming out, wands and swords, my goodness. So we have fire here as well, and I'm trying to think of all my fires: Aries, Leo and Sagittarius also. I'm placing this down over the Page of Wands. There's something here that you may be protecting, or you're being told to stick up for yourself. There's a need here for you to stick up for yourself. Someone thinks that you're better off because maybe your life was easier. Maybe they feel like you're exaggerating your woe, I'm hearing. Whether they created it or it was created in past trauma. You have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. The Eight of Pentacles looks at something that you have studied, something that you have practiced, to the point that you're an expert in it. You can do it with your eyes closed. Okay, this is a skill set of some sort. Someone here is very, very good at... Someone here feels like they're very, very good at placing the focus of blame on other people. Whoever this Queen of Swords is very, very good at looking submissive. I heard in the eyes of the law. In the eyes of the law, They see themselves as being very skilled at manipulating others, at looking like the bleeding heart or like the damsel in distress. Okay, please know that when I'm using pronouns, I'm picking up on energies. It's up to you whether or not you assign a gender, but you don't have to. So what is it that they're trying to do right now? The Hermit being in reverse. The Hermit is Virgo, so this is a Virgo in their shadow side. They made a really bad deal here that they may be overthinking, or someone here is overthinking some sort of deal here. Someone wants to sue you, maybe. Five of Swords, Temperance. This person seems to be very imbalanced, but they're trying to hide this, and that seems to be the whole circus. This whole circle jerk is just to do with hiding their true intent and trying to make you out to be a monster. We have the Five of Cups coming out as well. Okay, this experience might be upsetting. It might be something that makes you lose focus on what it is that your goal is, that thing out in the, you know, out in the horizon that you're working towards. But you are being told that if you let go of control, of the need to know exactly what's going to happen next, Spirit's got your back. Spirit has got your back. Spirit's got your back. Even if you don't do that, you'll just make it harder for yourself. Let me put down the Five of Cups. Can I get one for the Queen of Wands and Justice, please? Thank you. We have here the Ace of Cups. Someone here doesn't like not being wanted. They did something here to help. The King of Swords in reverse helped the Queen of Swords in reverse to do something here. They conspired to do something here against you or someone in the collective. It may have also been to do with your attractiveness. Someone here is jealous of your attractiveness, irrespective of gender. And I say that because the Queen of Wands is a sensual energy. That's a spicy energy, you know. And I'm looking at where she is. She's right in between the two. It's like you have placed a wedge in between two people. Why am I getting that? One of these people is like your ex. One of these people is somebody that you dated or somebody that you were close to before. And this is the same person that doesn't think that you've been through the things that you've stated you have, because you don't look like that. You don't look like that. You've got the Ace of Cups coming out here. Somebody did not like the advances that this King of Swords was sending towards them. They rejected them big time. Yeah, you've got King of Cups coming out to Judgment. This person may feel like karma has befallen them ever since they haven't been around you. And I've said this in quite a few of my readings lately. Your cut-off game is perfect. It literally is chef's kiss. Mwah. Because someone here has learned their self-worth. They really have learned their self-worth. Maybe this is something that was lacking slightly, without judgment, but was lacking slightly when you knew this King of Wands. Who is the Queen, not King of Wands, King of Swords? Who is this Queen of Swords? Who's the Queen of Swords, please? Who's the Queen of Swords? Thank you. That is way too many cards. Can I get one card, please? Who's the Queen of Swords? Thank you. Page of Swords coming out in reverse. Somebody who it's like they refuse to change their ways or learn something here. They don't feel like they need to. The Page of Swords is a student. It's someone who is always learning, looking, asking why, how, what, where, when. This being in reverse, it's almost like ignoring things that they've been taught. You also have the Nine of Cups coming out in reverse. This is a lack of satisfaction. This is an utter lack of satisfaction in something here. This person likes to play games. They like to play games. Tell me more about this, please. Tell me about the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords relationship. So the King of Swords here, it says the North Node, there will be success from and benefit. So they felt like they were on their highest timeline, or that they were doing something that was really benefiting them by bringing, it's by bringing something towards you in a dramatic way. They were definitely doing something that was immoral. They were definitely doing something here that was immoral. What was the immoral thing that they were doing, please, towards the collective? Okay, drive for the confronting of an action with Mars coming out, and joy. These two people take joy in creating drama with other people, because you've got South Node coming out as well. You have somebody here, why did I hear like bipolar? They may have BPD, DID. I am not a therapist. I cannot diagnose anyone, but there is definitely someone here that needs support with their mental health. They may have a mental health disorder. I'm not going to diagnose them, but to go from North Node to South Node with anger in the middle, there is volatility here, and it's like this person flips a switch and they change really, really quickly, So let me put Mars down. I'm putting Mars down on the 5 of Cups here. Okay, there does seem to be, I'm not even going to say magic. It's not, it's just chaos. Someone bringing in chaos and enjoying doing this. You have joy here with a baby and the mother. This person, there's something here about wanting to have children with you, or like getting you pregnant or getting them pregnant. They definitely want to put someone in their South Node, or they may have wanted to put someone in their South Node in the past because of the feeling of rejection. We also have here Maulisa, Cosmic Power in reverse. This is my card for the solar plexus, looking at the inner child, and the darker parts looking at the shadow within. It being in reverse, the shadow seems to be winning for someone here. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, their shadow is winning. You have your ideas, short-term thinking and trips, who or what is around you, the 3rd house. So the 3rd house, this person here is talking about some idea that you have. They're wanting to either sue you, take you to court, accuse you of something here, and place you into your South Node. There will not be anxiety about and trouble coming out, because you are you're succeeding in something here. What is the collective succeeding in that the Queen of Swords is finding irritable? Awakening. Okay, so this person may be comparing their spiritual gifts, their psychic gifts, something along those lines, their lineage. You have awakening coming out here. We also have the number 40, so this could be a family member, it could be a Cancer, could be somebody that you classed as family, or they're annoyed that you're getting closer and closer to meeting your soul family. How interesting. Tell me about this suing or court stuff. What do we need to know about it? The World is coming through. Journey. So the World is telling me that this is a cycle that needs to be completed. There is no way of avoiding this. If this is resonating for you, there is no way of avoiding this. This is a journey that you're expected to go on. With the number 2 on there, I feel like it's a soul activation, taking you to the highest realm of your high priest or high priestess label or stature. And the World, yeah, it's a cycle. It's a cycle that needs to come to an end. There is an ending in sight here. Tell me about this ending. We have Daughter Spirit coming through. Daughter Spirit, this is like the ultimate test. The ultimate test. Allowance is coming out. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Okay, I feel like you're about to manifest something really, really big, but it comes after you release all need to control this situation and just trust and know. And it's not like trust and hope that it works out well. It's trust and knowing that the universe is conspiring for you, with you, through you. Look at this card that I just saw. Level Up is coming out. Why am I hearing a song by Sierra? Level Up. The end of a tough cycle approaches is upside down. This is not for you though. This is for this Emperor. I'm hearing Oprah. I'm hearing Oprah going, you go to jail, and you go to jail, and you go to jail. Everyone goes to jail. I feel like they're digging themselves a hole and they don't even realise. Who is this Queen of Swords, please? Anxiety is coming out. Someone who's very confident. Cancer. Intuition to protect. Attitudes from the past about and resulting from a history of. This is somebody who acts as cool as a cucumber. This is someone either from your family or someone you classed as family, or just somebody who is seen as like motherly. Anxiety coming out in reverse. This is definitely someone who is very cocky, I'm gonna say. Very cocky. Cocky about winning something here. You have Archangel Michael in reverse. And this is next to the King of Swords. Anything else? Queen of my world. So there may be a little bit of spell work going on in here, but I don't feel like it's really doing anything to affect your level up. It's so small that it's not even really worth mentioning. No, you've got envy underneath. Anything else? Oi. Self-sabotage is coming out to intuition. I think you're able to read when somebody's trying to push into your energy and make you sabotage something with your healing journey. What else do we need to know about what's happening in court? Why am I hearing ring the police or bring the police? To what? Self-employed. I'm telling you, there's something here about your finances that they're trying to catch you out on. Artist. Okay. So if you've been selling your work, they want to try and say that you're not doing it right, or you're not staying within the confines of the law. I love you, but I hate you. Codependent, imbalanced, jealous. I want to be you, insecure. Give me your energy now. Okay. Okay. What else do we need to know before I go, please and thank you? Chaos and confusion. I told you I could feel chaos. I can feel this chaos, this chaotic energy here. Limiting views. I am right, you are wrong is coming out as well. And I'm just getting here just acceptance of the present situation, not trying to fight it, not trying to run away from it, not trying to pretend that it's not there, because that is how you are able to transmute that energy. That's how you walk through and work through that energy. Anything else, please and thank you? Lack of funds is coming out and it's in reverse. I feel like it's important that someone here saves a little bit of money. That's been coming up quite a lot in my readings, because you may need a little bit of a nest egg. Not a large one, but enough that if you do need to go to court and this does resonate for you, that you have enough to get yourself an attorney. Fighting your corner, speaking up and saying no is coming out. Okay. So there is somebody here, especially with that 9 of Wands, someone here that is going to be fighting your corner. You have a cross watcher coming out as well, and it says taking notes, slander, gossip, envy and stalker. So they may actually have, some sort of receipts here on this Queen of Swords in reverse. Leaving a paper trail. I heard bully. Gossiping about you. Okay, so this is going to be used against them. Anything else? Say yes is upside down. Ask and you shall receive. There's something going on with this business. Ask and you shall receive. Anything else before I go? Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Sacral chakra. So this could be a family member. This also could be to do with someone's creative flow. It says the quiet depth of our unspoken love will be what keeps me, and it's upside down. There's definitely jealousy going on here. I don't know who this King of Swords is for you, but then looking at the Queen of Swords, like, what's your next move? What are you going to do? What do I have to follow? Because I feel like the Queen of Swords is actually the one that is leading. This is not a twin flame connection. This is not a twin flame connection. But you are very, very protected. You have Archangel Michael's blue flame of protection coming out. Invalidates feelings and needs. It was just a joke. Like, lighten up for F's sake is coming out. I feel like that is the King of Swords coming through. Anything else, please and thank you. Let's get a couple. Gold digger is coming out. Colour outside of the lines was in reverse. This is somebody who may have dimmed you to try and get you to fit in with their idea of what romance was. Okay. We also have romance in the upright though. Romance and drama. So it says connection to the inner child, and we had colour outside the lines in reverse. So this is definitely someone trying to squash your creativity. Creativity and creative flow, joy, romantic endeavours and opportunities, dating, feeling myself, fertility, fun play, working out dramatic and chaotic situations. What is it with chaos coming through? This is the 5th house. This could be a Leo. You also have the countdown has begun, 3, 2, 1, and it's upside down because I feel like it's already here. I feel like this is already upon us. Manaz is upside down. This is coming out as the Queen of Swords, somebody who is definitely doing things for their own benefit. They give me fake high priestess, like high priestess or high priest in reverse. You have nutrition here. They may be trying to affect someone's 6th house. And you have frenemies, lies, dagger, deceit, betrayal, competition, and ungrounded coming out. Anything else before I go? Any advice that you need to give the collective, please? Any advice, please and thank you. Parental replacement and crocodile tears. Whoever it is that you felt like you had to be a parental replacement to, the person that would always give you crocodile tears, this is one of the people that is part of this. This is someone that you need to avoid. Slow down is coming out as well. You're being asked to slow down in something. Anything else, please? Thank you, thank you. Eating disorder is coming out here. And we had nutrition as well. We also have you deserve the finer things in life. I'm going to leave it there. I think that that's as far as we need to go. I hope this gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you and you'd like to see more on when I post, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see just that. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses, I love you guys. My readings are now open. Personal readings are open for the next 10 to 14 days. Have a look for my email in the description box of this video or any of my videos. Just underneath those emails, right underneath, the next paragraph underneath will show you the services that I offer, the prices that I offer also. Make yourself familiar with that and then get in contact with me via email and we can custom work out what it is that you need and work together. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.